So this morning, I come into the barn, and do you know what greets me? What greets me is not one, but two rather large piles of urine, as left here by Annie, allegedly the distinguished lady of the farm. Sorry, there's weeing inside the barn. Sound not distinguished to you? Because it doesn't to me. Fuming. One is I get this big container of disinfectant and splash a little bit of each pile in Annie's wee to make the smell go away. Step two is I lug the container back to its little house around the corner. Woo! See, I have guns, yeah? Guns, man. Sadly, my guns are nowhere near as impressive as Jodie's. She does have the bestest and strongest arms. Your daughter weed inside.
I think it was you.
You think it was me?
Yeah, I think it's because the office wasn't open.
Is
that when you
the
get grumpy?
low hormone to the high hormone? Yeah.
Okay,
but
take the week off.
Take the week off. Well, in Spain, actually, they have it set. I think
do,
females around their cycle do get time off.
Yeah.
But, you know, the female cycle, it's an important thing that should be discussed, I think, because even if you're not a woman yourself, chances are you live and work with them. So it's important that you two understand the ways of the month.
Hormones with Holl.
Hormones with Holl. Yeah, that's the thing. It's one of my little umbrellas. We have Holl Vlogs with me, Holl Dobbs. The whole we have the whole sophicies of life with me, Holly. Hormones with Holl. Health hacks with Holl. What else do we have?
Being horrified with Holl.
Being horrified by Holl.
I'm gonna flick these at you now.
That's actually so horrible.
Ow. Ow.
Ow! Oh, is this a poor me moment?
Yeah.
Go on, go on.
Yeah, poor me after the video of me yesterday. Running up the hill.
Running up that road. So a lot of you on here, I don't know if you also follow us on TikTok. Don't. Basically, I got a clip of Tracy running up towards the office because she was scared her coffee was going to get cold. And then I posted it. I might post it as a YouTube short actually, so you will get to see it. But it was, I put it to the Kate Bush song, running up that road, running up that hill, running up that building, with the caption POV, which is point of view to you old people that don't understand abbreviations and text talk. Your boss is afraid her coffee will get cold. Woo, it's a nest!
Oh, some little birdie's lost their nest. Is there any prince hair in it?
There is. See the white hair? That's
there? No, I think that's.
No, there's white hair. Oh no, is that?
Oh, there is. Look, round the
Yeah,
side.
and the sheep's wool. I think a bit of it. Whoa! So our horse's hair provides. See, this is why horses should be agricultural, because they're very, very important. Because their hair.
Another reason why.
It is. The reason why horses should be agricultural is because it makes it a lot easier on the paperwork and admin front and applying for things. But in the UK, in England, they are not agricultural. They're, what are they classed as? Equestrian. Whereas in Ireland and a lot of Europe, they're agricultural. So I think if anyone wants to kick off a campaign on our behalf in equines for agricultural in the UK.
Horses kept farms going years ago.
They did, and to be honest, us keeping these guys here, it's no different to those cows over there grazing the land.
Okay, they don't feed people, but they give people pleasure.
They do, and they provide hair for birds' nests.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Which
and
helps the
also
whole ecosystem.
it does. It does.
Oh, isn't that nice? Sunshine.
It is.
Now don't push your shoulder into me.
So every time Nero pushes his shoulder into Tracy, I'm just gonna buzz ahead. What she will do is she'll just, you see there, either use her elbow or her fist and just kind of apply a little bit of pressure to his shoulder just to remind him to go, no, you don't lean into me, you go straight. So he's being a little bit cheeky here. And you see, notice here how when he's getting a little bit cheeky, Tracy in her demeanour, she remains firm and direct. But within herself, she's not getting stressy or anxious or holding him really, really tight and really short, which is what you see quite a lot of people doing sometimes. If their horse gets stressy, they go, oh, and then they hold them tight and short. Whereas it's just staying calm, staying direct, and just reminding them of their manners and actually just slowing everything down and giving them that opportunity to think and remember how they need to be behaving. It's a bit like a child. Well, he is. He's a 5-year-old toddler, just a little bit bigger.
Just have a moment.
Mm.
Just have a moment. Look, his lips are really tightly pursed.
Yeah.
He's excited.
And to me, that's the biggest telltale sign with when they do that. They go, I'm not going to listen to you. But you can see even here, he was really good there in stopping and having a think.
He's not so much there.
No.
And that's where you do have to have a bit of strength.
Oh, you do?
He was being strong with me there.
Yeah, you do have to be firm, and that's not being mean or horrible, but you have to remember, because Nero, he weighs about, how much does Nero weigh?
He's probably only about 500k.
Yeah, only about, but that's still quite a lot for a little Tracy to manage.
Oh,
so,
little
me. Sorry, is this another poor me moment?
Yeah.
Poor me.
And he's a bit cheekier today because he's not got anyone else with him.
And you see there how Tracy, when he tried to plough over, she went to turn him. And that's because if you keep on, when a horse is about to mow over you, if you get in front of them or try to push into them to stop, you're never going to do that because they'll just go over the top of you.
I've got a car, so I'm just going to take him up here.
Cool. So that is why turning them, because it gives you the leverage to turn them around and go, no, you stop. And it was Xiaoqie who taught me that lesson, because she always used to do the same to me, trying to mow me over, and I used to try and stop her from the front, which of course was never going to work, so I ended up losing her every time. But when you turn them, you get the leverage. So here Tracy's just going, just concentrate, just focus.
He just wants the grass, to be honest.
He does.
I'm just going to walk in front of him a little bit.
So there, by doing that, Tracy's reminding him of the groundwork principles. And you can see, you know, she's having to mean it when she's shaking the rope at him, because otherwise he wouldn't listen.
So there's not the relaxation there at the moment.
No. But then you can't have everything at this stage.
No.
It's just...
Lips are tightly pursed. He's probably wondering who his babysitter's going to be today.
He is.
There, we're licking and chewing now.
Yeah, I saw for a split second his neck dropped.
Yeah.
And that is the thing, you do have to be quite firm and direct with them, and that is actually far kinder than being nicey, because by being firm and direct, you're laying giving them a clear boundary, letting them know where they stand, and establishing yourself as the leader, so there's no confusion, and giving them black and white instructions of what you expect of them, which is the same as what their horsey herd leader would do. Whereas when you don't give them that, that's when the confusion happens, and you end up with a little bit of tension in the relationship.
And now I can just walk.
Yeah.
So
you see now Tracy's able to relax. Well, she was always relaxed with him, but she's able to be a little less direct in her demeanour and just walk with him.
And give him cow parsley.
Yeah. And it's a myth that cow parsley is poisonous to horses. Ours eat shed loads and they're still alive.
There's the other one that looks
Hemlock.
Cow parsley, yeah.
Hemlock's the poisonous one.
Yeah. Oh, somebody's got their muzzle off again.
Oh, Iceman!
Oh.
So Iceman is sampling a new muzzle as part of his Eradicate the Dad Bod training regime. So his trainer Jody is back after he had a couple of weeks in boot camp with Tracy, but the muzzle keeps on coming off. So even though it's plaited in, I'm gonna get it off. His muzzle is successfully back on. Uber, your babysitting services are required, my friend. It's time for your morning shift. If you could please stop making your way over to me, that would be greatly appreciated. Uber! Uber says no. He doesn't want to have to babysit. He wants to enjoy his retirement to the fullest. Uber! I will have no choice now but to shout his full name. Ubele van de Volt Freden! Ubele! Ubele van de Volt Freden! Come on! Even that didn't work, everybody. He just doesn't want to babysit. He says, I'm a retiree and I want to enjoy my retirement with my friend Dennis, who isn't even my friend because I bully him and steal his food. Oopa! He actually looks stoned this morning, don't you? Yeah, you do. Sometimes they do look stoned when they're dozy. Oh yeah, I just had a spliff. If Uber was a person, he would be a hardcore pothead. Oh, I had a spliff last night. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, see? No, he's actually just very, very, very relaxed this morning. Babysitting time! Obi's babysitting shift has just begun. And the only reason he agrees is so that he can earn enough money to buy his next lot of weed.
What do you think, Oobs?
Oobs says he can't believe he had to get out of retirement to come here.
He says he wants a nice shiny coat like Nero. But he's still got his winter fluff.
He does. And that's part of him being an outside horsey. Nero, remember your back leg's a bit gammy, yeah? We've just released the first intake of free Reiners this morning. So we've got Doutzen, Hidar, Maika and Renska. Although I'm a bit disappointed in Annie and Veebs, who are meant to be on reception. And I know, I am. I'm going to have words because these guys, there's no one to check them in. There's no one to check that Doutzen hasn't brought something she shouldn't have up from the field up into the yard.
It's slightly worrying where Bear is right now.
I know, just where is he?
I know where he is, but it's a slightly worrying position.
Where is Bear?
Like Annie, I can trust where she puts her feet.
Oh goodness. Bearsicle. We will get Bearsicle down.
Yeah, I mean, it's not as bad as them being right on the
No. And I know many of you will be watching this thinking that that's unsafe and we should get them down. But we trust our horses. And a nice still day like this especially, we do.
This is how they learn to be more footsure.
It is.
I always thought that when the first ones came over from Holland, because they're used to the flat ground, they'd trip a lot.
Yeah.
But by being on the uneven ground, they learn where
It helps them with their proprioception, which is their awareness of where their feet go, which I know the likes of Yolanda, hers isn't naturally so good because she's got these big, all of these long legs and she's like, oh no, I don't know where they are, which is where Groundwork's helped her. That
worries me more than it worries him.
It does, yeah. That is taking the mick a little bit, Bearsicle. Oh my goodness, Bearsicle. So yeah, Tracy is going to get Bearsicle down. But as you all know, we're very, very relaxed with our horses. We trust them all. And ironically, I think that is the ironic thing about this place. A lot of people, especially horsey people, would look at us with our free range horses, scenarios like this, and think, well, you're just an accident waiting to happen. But ironically, that's actually the reason why we're not, is because we trust our horses, we create a relaxed environment for them, and we allow them the space to make their mistakes and learn for themselves in a controlled environment, because we'd never let them go anywhere that's unsafe. But Bear, he's very aware of where he's putting his feet. He's not silly, he knows. You know, they're not stupid, and I think that's the thing. Far too many people in today's world wrap their horses in cotton wool and try and confine them and worry about their every move and mollycoddle them. But at the end of the day, you know, these guys, dating right back centuries ago, they would have all been wild little Neanderthal horses galloping around in freedom, and they would have been very, very aware. So, and there is Tracy just moving him away from the edge because obviously, you know, safety. I've cleaned up the urine. Tracy's gonna go ren cam for a live stream that we'll be doing, which obviously won't be live at the time this video comes out because this video was not live. But it's actually, as much as I love them all, quite unhelpful. They're all crowding around here, especially Micah licking the lick, because I'm just about to start painting this fence.
They're just being helpful, Holl.
You think?
Yeah, she just wants to try and help me.
Yes.
She likes to be doing.
She does. She does.
Oh, Ren.
So I'm gonna get on with painting that today.
Like this so much.
Oh, here's Bezicle, who's safely down from his mountaineering adventure. But I was just saying to everyone on the video, Tracy, that a lot of people would look at us with our free Reiners and our mountain climbers, especially horse people, and say that we're an accident waiting to happen. Yeah. But actually, ironically, that's all the reasons we're not, is because we know all of our horses inside out, we create a relaxed environment for them. And because there's that trust there, we trust them to make their own mistakes and have their own awareness.
Yeah, because they learn. Anyone out in the wild would learn.
Exactly.
And accidents do happen, and they may well happen. But wrapping horses in cotton wool
is actually far more likely to create an accident, because let's say we kept Doutzen in a stable 20 hours a day, which some competition horses are. They'll be in there for 20 hours, they'll work for maybe 1, go out in the field for 3. That's when accidents are far more likely to happen, because they're only in the field for 2 or 3 hours. They go out there and they go insane because they're not out there enough, whereas all of these guys, it's not a novelty. So
and you know, they get to be more aware of their surroundings,
yeah,
and the different things that could happen.
And interestingly as well, whenever we get a new horse here, let's say a new sanctuary resident, if we know they've come from somewhere with flat land, obviously we wouldn't let them go straight out here and do what Annie and Veebs are doing, nor would we turn them straight out into one of our uneven fields. We'd start them out in the orchard where it's flat and level, and gradually let them build up to their perception and their awareness of the ground.
Like we did with Uber.
Yeah.
You know, he started off, I think in the front field, just that flat one, then he went in the 14-acre, which is gently undulating.
Yeah, and then we gradually built them up to be little mountaineering free rein heroes like these guys all are today. It takes years of dedication and training to build up to this process, to create this brave little children.
Yeah, and you know, we know which horses have the right kind of attitude and awareness that they can do this.
They can, absolutely. And I kind of see it actually, like, you know, in China and Japan, you see these viral things where they have little 6-year-old kids crossing these main roads and taking themselves to school, which anyone in the UK would have a heart attack at. It's because those kids are hardwired and taught how to do that, so they know. Yeah. And it's the same with these. I mean, obviously in China and Japan, they're more set up for these things, but as an example.
They also have child labour, which isn't the greatest thing.
I mean, to be fair, I think we had that with me and Freya here, but you know.
No, because I never made you do anything.
That's true, that's true. Yeah. That wobbly bucket when I was a child, though, that was traumatising.
Right, let's go.
Ren and Teddy have access to the entire yard. They have the woodland up there, a bit more woodland down there, all of this area here, but no, they've decided to go to the one area that they're not meant to go in. It's even been roped off, but they still managed to get in here. Unbelievable. None at all. So that's the turnout painted. Big thank you to Jamie for the resources. And there's Renska, who is admiring my work. Absolute artistry at its finest. And then just freshly, Tracy, these parking bays are out of order.
Yeah, but you haven't painted this one
It's
yet.
not the point, it's out of order, bro.
This one's a little congested.
Well, can everybody, so these parking bays, I'm painting the posts at the moment, so they will all be out of order for the rest of the day. And because Annie, the urinator, the phantom weir, has no respect for authority, she has decided to park herself in the out of order parking bay. And over here is congested. Yeah, I'm gonna have to give you a ticket, Annie.
Yeah.
Speaking of tickets, don't forget to get your open day tickets, everybody! Whether you're in the US, Netherlands, Canada, Denmark, wherever you are in the world, it's no excuse. Get your flights booked, accommodation done, get your open day ticket, and we expect you to see you all here, not this Saturday, the Saturday after next, 11th of May.
But if you can't
No
do
excuses.
that, how about buying a ticket to win a beautiful sunflower quilt?
Of Doutson's, yes. Or you could do both.
And you
Go
can
big or
point
go
it out
home.
when you win it.
Absolutely, yes. So get flights booked, everyone. Get on TripAdvisor. Thank you for moving out the parking bay here and Doubtson. Thank you. Glad to see that some of you respect authority. Have you tied her out?
Yeah.
Either that or she's bored of you.
No, she's just relaxed.
Relaxed.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Annie's bored of you as well. Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.